What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 64 of The Climb, here with Luzenak. Today, it's another huge game. Of course, yesterday, we made our Champions League debut. Today, we play our third game in the Champions League ever. We're taking on Bayern Munich, ladies and gentlemen. It is second versus third in the group after 2 games played. And, well, as that might suggest, we've not done too badly since you were last here. In fact, we've won a game in the Champions League, everyone. Perhaps the one that you would expect us to win against PSV, but nevertheless, they all count. I'm happy about it. You should be too, or just happy for me. Be happy for me, everyone. Anyway, as you can see here, a load of games played. 6 since you were last here, of course, last time out, that game against Atletico, which I'm still not quite over, to be honest. But no, since then we've cracked on and we've continued to do fantastically in the league. We remain unbeaten, and well, this started off with a game against Lens, a game where, well, after 6 minutes we conceded, and off the back of the defeat against Atletico and the draw before that against Lyon, there was certainly part of me that wondered, have I, screwed up here? Am I going to be in some trouble here? And the answer was no. Sesko replied just 4 minutes later, and in the second half, on off the bench, Harvey Elliott, making an impact, made it 2-1. A huge win, followed up by another huge win, this time away from home against Toulouse, of course, our local rivals. Lopez with the goal. It was a scrappy one. It wasn't pretty, but they all count. And on about the 5th or 6th attempt of a shot in the same highlight, the ball found the back of the net. We then took on Nantes, where we won 3-1, which was a great result. Ari with 2 and Kofi with 1. Kofi, by the way, I've got to show you this. His composure is up to 19, everyone. He still can't shoot, but he's more composed than just about anyone else in world football, really. And yeah, he's been doing okay in this kind of recent run of games, to be fair. Although, I say all of that, he did get sent off in a game, did he get sent off? He definitely got sent off in a game. Kofi, where did you get sent off? You got sent off in the next game. It was against PSV. They all kind of blur into one. We won this game 3-0. What an incredible result. What an incredible performance. Marlon Adriano with the header. Of course, this was our first ever home game in the Champions League. We wanted to start off with a win. Adriano's goal was good. Stardella's goal, the pick of the bunch for me, although Kofi's wasn't too bad either. Some really insane goals in this game. We were 3-0 up at half-time. We were cruising away. Unfortunately for us, Kofi, as I mentioned, did get sent off, you naughty boy, in the second half. As a result of that, he is unavailable for selection today, but he didn't really take the shine off the win. A huge, huge result. And well, if you look at the league table here, you can see PSV were defeated by Bayern Munich 1-0, and well, they lost to Atletico 1-0, which as a result, as things stand, we're currently second. I mean, whether or not that lasts remains to be seen, but right now we're making it to the knockouts, everyone, which, I mean, if we really want to do that, probably need to beat Bayern Munich again today. Anyway, a couple more games to cover. The first was a draw against Stade Rennais. Kofi scored in this one, but it wasn't enough. And, well, in the next game we had against Monaco, a fantastic win this one, 1-0 at home. A nice clean sheet to boot. And it was Lopez with the goal again. He's popped up with some important ones, has Lopez. Getting the goals in a few 1-0 wins. Kind of the difference maker, which is nice to see. I mean, he's got 5 goals, a 7.19 average rating for Lopez. And to be fair, across the board, there's been some pretty good performances, which is, of course, great to see. You can see Ari's got 6 goals, Lopez has 5, Kofi has 4, but as I've already mentioned, he's not available, unfortunately, today. So as a result of that, I'm thinking... What am I thinking? Huskaric to come in. Huskaric, who's coming back from injury. I think he is the man to come in. Worth noting that Julio Cesar is fit, ready and raring to go to make his live-com debut today. Of course, the record transfer, who started the year injured, he's not wowed in his first 2 games. He's £15.25 million worth of Brazilian striking potential. We need to see him find in the back of the net. And, well, this game today would be a pretty good one to start doing just that. He is going to get the nod as our starting advance forward. Across the team, though, things are looking, well, decent. We've had a few little issues. As I mentioned, Kofi suspended today. Marlon Adriano was also suspended for our last game, but actually looking at things, he is back, as is Sardella, who was suspended. So they will come back into the team. You can see in terms of assists, Felipe Jonathan out on the left-hand side doing his thing. Sardella, by comparison, lagging a little bit behind at right back, but doing okay nevertheless. And we have also got Bra, who is fit and ready. He's ready. He's so ready, I've said it 3 times. He's ready and raring to go. Words are hard. So let's bring him back into the team. You will notice that with this kind of fixture schedule, whilst we have had an international break prior to the Monaco game, it's been pretty dense. Players have definitely suffered a little bit. That rotation's been needed. But as you've seen, so far we've managed to string together an unbeaten start to the season. We are yet to take on PSG, however, that will be tomorrow's episode. You can see, looking at the league table, PSG have a plus 29 goal difference. We have a plus 13. I thought ours was quite good until I looked at PSG's. We are the only team still unbeaten in the league, which is nice. A few teams who do have one defeat, however, including, of course, Lyon, who we did draw against 0-0. But yeah, we've played a few of the big boys. Realistically, at this point, I'm thinking we've got a chance, but we definitely need to beat PSG next time we meet them. As I mentioned, that will be next episode coming your way towards the end of November. Could be quite a big and spicy one, that. But yes, on the whole, things are going quite good. We're kind of chugging along. We're juggling the league and European football quite nicely so far. Rotation hasn't hurt us too much, and there has been a degree of that. Some of that by choice, a lot of that through injuries and suspensions. But on the whole, we look very consistent. And to be honest, based on how we've done this year, I think we're going to stick with the 4-2-3-1. I did have a couple of Plan B formations, but I've not really ended up using them. Looking at the team, it's pretty much full strength, actually, isn't it? With the exception of Kofi, I think this is as good as it gets. Huskric is going to start out on the left-hand side. Has not had too many appearances this year, and when he has played, he's not been particularly great. He's been out injured with a hamstring strain for a few weeks, but he's fit and ready today. And well, I'm ready for today. It can't go worse than the Atletico Madrid game. I'm still upset about it. The way in which they came back from behind stung. It hurt. Obviously, the PSV 3-0 win made me feel a little better inside. But really, I want to get to the Champions League knockouts this year, and that is a mighty, lofty goal, a difficult challenge at hand. But we're going to do our very best to do it. Let's see if we can do it here as the players warm up. Looking at their team, they've got Bodou up front, who's not too bad a forward. They've got Rodrigo out on the left, who is very, very good, age 26. Out on the right, they've got Kingsley Coman. Julian Brandt down the middle as well. This is a pretty ferocious team. Certainly players whose names you'll recognise. They've got two regens in centre mid. Del Rio, looks absolutely insane, so that's not great. How good is Krabby? Has he got a good patty? I'll tell you what, Mr. Krabby's patties are quite good. He's got 20 work rate. Wow, he's really good. That centre mids are pretty mental. Right, well, that's the challenge at hand. Am I ready? Not really. Of course, we are playing at our temporary ground at the moment, the Toulouse Rugby Stadium. And well, let's see if we can get a result here. This is our first home game in a live comp of the year. It's not going to get much more difficult, I don't think, than Bayern Munich at home. But here we are, ready and raring to go. If we can get a win here, it does look really, really positive, I suppose, our kind of potential for the rest of the Champions League group stage. Tomov going to take this goal kick, switches it over to Huskric, now with Lopez. An early goal would be nice, boys. Lopez brings it down this left-hand side, options in the middle. Felipe Jonathan, he is a good crosser of the ball, and Julio César still searching for that first goal. He's not incredible in the air, and on that occasion, he's headed over the crossbar. Now Bayern Munich bringing the ball forward here. Lots of space for their right back to go into. Has an effort from range. Tomov holds on to it. I have actually got to just quickly say Tomov has been improving. Look at it. Loads of 15s have become 16s in his technicals for a goalkeeper. He's still only 23. He's absolutely class, and he signed a new contract in the summer, so he is tied down to a long-term future here at Lausanne, you would envisage. Anyway, Marsden to Bra. Now back to Marlon Adriano. Right now, game's pretty even. We've probably had a few more shots than them. That is an incredible ball by Huskric. Julio César's shot is saved, but it falls straight into the path of Ari. For goal number 7, the top goal scorer, who Bayern Munich, of course, wanted to sign. They bid £40 million for him on deadline day. I only didn't sell him because it was deadline day, and I didn't really want to be trying to scramble to replace one of our best players on the final day of the transfer window. That is why they wanted him. He's like a little fox in the box. Julio César, I think, somewhat generously awarded the assist, but we'll give it to him. Hopefully, we can keep this momentum going. Look at these stats. Ones across the board for Bayern Munich shots. They are not creating anything, although they do now have a set piece. Watch them now score with their first real chance. I just knew. I just knew. Julian Weber scores it. Makes it 1-1. Bit of a looping header. Ball whipped in by David Alaba, who is still going strong. He must be getting on a bit in terms of years. I mean, Tomov jumps for it exceptionally. It was a great jump, but it wasn't really towards the ball, and it finds its way in the back of the net. And in a game which I would argue that we've been the better team in, it is 1-1. And we're going to have to, well, show some mental resolve here as Ari finds some space down the right side. Cuts inside Ari. Can he finish it? He can't. Nubel tips it out for a corner. Causing Bayern Munich a lot of problems is Ari down this right-hand side. Now over the corner, which is headed away. And that's going to be all she wrote. Is there a goal before half-time? That really could change the complexion of things. Ball whipped in. Marlon Adriano is there. Second goal of the season for him. Ari getting the assist. That came about very quickly, didn't it? Was expecting to see a highlight before the corner. We didn't. Ball whipped in. Marlon Adriano near post. Leaps like a salmon. Stings like a bee. And we restore our 2-1 lead here against Bayern Munich. And that should be enough going into half-time. We absolutely deserve that. Really, really impressive performance by us. Really, really impressive. 40 minutes left of the game. Felipe Jonathan with the throw-in. I would love to get a few more goals. Just build a cushion, really. Cushions are comfy. And I could do with a comfy cushion to sit on right now because after the Atletico Madrid game, I just have a phobia of hard seats. One goal is not enough of a lead. We've already experienced it. Bayern Munich having a clear-cut chance as well there. Huge stop by Tomov. Koeman to whip in the corner. Can we deal with it? No, although Tomov to the rescue again. Get him a cape. Get him a superhero cape because he is just coming to our rescue again and again and again. And the corner is going to lead to nothing. Up to an hour now on the clock as Brat is dispossessed. It's a quick breakaway maybe for Bayern Munich. Players in support of Kingsley Coman. He needs to hold it up. He does. Bodou hits it. Tomov again with the save. He's an absolute god in goal for us. The Bulgarian beast from the east will not be beaten again. I should just not say any commentary. I should just stop talking about anything to do with. This happened yesterday. It's like the game can hear me. Miles Jacobson, are you listening to this microphone as I play the game? He sat there with a switchboard, like he can flick switches and make stuff happen. It's 2-2. It can't happen again, can it? It can't happen. Stop it. The thing is, I don't really want to go more defensive here because ultimately we've had a fair amount of chances and I feel like just inviting pressure on ourselves isn't a smart move. Let's make some changes though. Huskaric has been poor. Neymar, come on down. That's never going to get old to say. And also Sergio Auriz, come on down. Neymar, look at him. You'd look at his physicals and say he's been in decline. And it would be quite a fair assessment. But look at the technicals. Look at what he can offer going forward. Just don't expect him to get there quickly when he's going forward. Anyway, 15 minutes left of this game. Felipe Jonathan is tired and on a booking. I'm going to bring in Galvez for him and slot Galvez in at left back. Let's try, well, I want to say see out this game. I would love to get a goal in this game, boys, if I'm being honest. It's been a very, very even game. Is there a late sting in the tail? Neymar whips in the ball. Barry Marsden's there, but heads over. Oh, see, I feel like this is a very winnable game. I don't feel like we're going to be in this situation again against Bayern Munich away from home, where like a win was within our grasps. So I'm really, really tempted to go to the Luzenak do something formation and just try and get a win here. Try and steal away 2 points. I think it's worth the risk. Because if realistically Atletico Madrid are beating us, Bayern and PSV, a draw here leaves ourselves and Bayern Munich even. We might not have an opportunity to go for the win next time we take on Bayern, and I feel like it's just worth the gamble here. Let's do it. We're going on attacking, not very attacking, because that just stops highlights happening. 3 strikers. Can anything happen? No. I mean, it's very aptly named, isn't it? The Luzenak do something system, because literally nothing happens when we do it. Something doesn't happen. Either way, Tomov made some great stops. And it's not a terrible performance at all. A 2-2 draw. I think that is going to see us now drop behind Bayern Munich based on away goals of head-to-head, but I'm not going to overread into that too much. Either way, we're not in a a great position. It's not exactly a terrible position, but there is work to be done. Just looking at things, with that result, I'll be honest, I was half expecting to just get pounded by Bayern Munich. What I think we might do is tomorrow do a live com double header where we come back for the Bayern Munich game just to start the episode, the away game that's only in a couple of weeks' time. And then to close out the episode, we also do the PSG game as a bit of a double header with a sandwich in between. Either way, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Disappointing result, I think, on the whole, but I think that's kind of a sign of the progress we've made, right? The fact I'm disappointed drawing 2-2 against Bayern Munich says a lot for the progress that we've made here at Luzenac and where we're kind of looking and aiming ourselves with this year. Tomorrow's episode is going to be a very, very big one. Of course, the game against PSG and, of course, the game against Bayern Munich. I hope you're ready for that double header. I hope to see you guys there. If you've enjoyed today's video, do not forget to drop a like on it. It really does help me out. And other than that, it is me, Jack, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.